Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Princess India. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're fam, how you doing? How you been? How's it going, Sagittarius? So, we're doing things the same, but slightly different for your reading for April. I have an overall energy, which is actually a part of your extended reading, but I'm including it this month because, the link to your description is... What? The link to your... The description... The link to... I can't talk. I don't have any excuses because Mercury is direct, but we're still in retro shade, so let's use that as an excuse. The link to your extended reading is in the description box below, and it's also in the comments as well, but this is a part of that, so we're including that here. Then we're going to do our traditional overall energy for you and your person of interest, and then some details of what's going on with you guys. But the only thing I would say that's different this time around is... for our Saggies as well as for my cross watchers, you're probably going to resonate more with the first row as opposed to the second. So if you're cross watching a Sagittarius, your Sagittarius person is probably, their details are going to be in the second row, and you might resonate more with the first. But as always, it's general. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. You know what I'm saying? And just listen to the themes, and wherever you feel you kind of resonate, you resonate, right? So overall energy. We're hopping right into this puppy. Oh, man. We have the Tower, rebuild. Then we have change your focus. Lack mentality, much. And then we have the Empress. So much better. Okay, so one thing I can tell you overall, Sagittarius. Recently, a mindset fell apart, and this overall energy is for you and your person of interest. Recently, something fell apart, whether it was a breakup, it's a whole lot of that going on, a separation, or if it literally was just an epiphany. So more or less the crumbling of an old mindset, right? So you have clarity. So now that the smoke has kind of cleared, and I love how all of this is just panning out. So it's like you think of a tower, it falls, there's like smoke everywhere. When things start to get clear, you get an opportunity for a split second to see what it is that you want to look at. The first thing that you catch your eye onto, ideally, is going to be our Empress card, right? You're seeing a way out. So something that fell apart is giving you an opportunity to see a new path forward, whether that be a new path forward in reference to your love relationship, or this be a new path forward altogether for yourself, right? So that's what the biggest issue is going to be. Things fell apart so that better things could fall together. And what's before you is far greater than what you left behind. Because whatever this was something that was stagnating you. It's something that was keeping you stuck where you were. It was limiting your vision, and you didn't see all of the opportunities or possibilities that were awarded to you, right? So hopping into your overall energy, we have ask your angels. If you believe, listen to your intuition, Sagittarius. Listen to your intuition. Just saying. And vulnerability. Gotta love that card. This is confirmation that you are seeking to tread into unknown, unfamiliar territory. What I said. Where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Mindset. Just saying. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Dog, this is hard work. I can let you know already. Whatever this was that fell apart was something that was keeping you, and it reminds me a tad bit of Leo's reading, even though theirs was like slightly different. But whatever this is, it's almost like defenses that were built up to keep your heart safe, right? But whatever this was that was keeping you safe, whatever this defense mechanism was, it crumbled. So it left you naked. You know what I'm saying? Like all your stuff was out. You know what I'm saying? But the whole purpose of that was more or less, that's the only way you could be able to open your heart again. So you built this tower to protect yourself, but you didn't realize over time it had become something that was hurting you, right? So the ivory tower is smashed, you know what I'm saying? And it has you in a position where there's no choice but to be vulnerable. But this is something that could have seemed like it was hurting you, but it was actually helping you, right? And there's a wasp outside my window. That means something. That's an omen. I forgot what it means. But anywho, The other cards you have, if you believe and ask your angels, this is more or less giving you a step-by-step plan how to move forward while you're naked, right? So you're in this unfamiliar territory. Your goal is to get to this abundance, this place of being fertile and creative and expansion and birthing things into this realm, right? And in order to do that, in order for you to reach the Empress, there's a need to be vulnerable. That's a place where creativity comes from. Because if you think of creativity in any art form, whether it's music or paintings or anything, right? There has to be a sense of emotional connection. Like, if you aren't open, people can't connect with you. You know what I mean? Because it would end up coming from a place of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, okay, when you're creative, you have to come from a heart-to-heart level as opposed to like authority figure student level, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I don't feel that this was Sagittarius attempting to do this. It's just I feel like these defenses were built up to keep yourself safe, but unknowingly you've put yourself up here, and not saying in an egotistical sense because it's a protection. It's kind of like if you think about, I don't know, a scab that just kept growing. Why do I always go to scabs? It's really disgusting. But it's like, so it kind of separated you from people. So it was to protect you from bad people, but this defense mechanism was there for so long that it started to separate you from people. So you guys may have some type of creative project or something of the sort that you're working on. And this needed to happen to open you up so you could better connect with people. So it's like a heart-to-heart connection as opposed to teacher-student connection, if that makes sense, right? But the way to move forward, even though you're naked, is by listening to spirit and letting that guide your steps. Now, jumping into your cards. First card that we have is the Two of Chalices. Then we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Oh, Saggies, this is looking so good for me. You guys are going through a major transition, right? So when it comes to this whole little relationship deal, it's more or less like in the past, how you and this person related to each other. It was like a lot of pettiness, like a lot of yang, 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 right? But I feel like the reason why that was is because it's almost you and the other person. It was like a poking at each other's wounds in a sense. You know what I mean? Or feeling the need to stand your ground and defend yourself. And there may have been a lot of times where there was a lot of jumping the gun, right? Because I get the sense like you are an intuitive person, right? But I just think that it's being disappointed so much by people that there was a level of faith that was lost. And because of things that have wounded you in the past, it was reacting out of those wounds as opposed to your intuition. So it's kind of like how I'm seeing it is a person would say something, or this person, right, would say something to you. You jump the gun because it would hit a wound, like it would trigger you and you would jump, right? But then your intuition would come in on the back end and you'd be like, oh, they didn't mean that. Or, oh, they said that like that. But it would always be an afterthought, right? So I feel like with this whole experience, whatever this is, so like in the relationship, if this was a separation, temporary breakup, or if this was a breakup from someone in your past and you're just kind of, because that's what I'm kind of feeling. I'm feeling for Sag is, it doesn't feel like this is, like it could be someone who's in your world, but I'm feeling this more for like single people where there's a relationship that you were in past tense that caused a great deal of emotional damage. So you may have been like in an abusive marriage, or maybe it's childhood wounds, or you dated someone that was like verbally or mentally abusive, you know, and it's like that tower was built up to protect yourself. And this is kind of old residual energy. So you're kind of in a position now where there's no choice but to be vulnerable, because I feel like it was a lot of standing your ground, right? And then for some of you, it could be, this is actually kind of funny. It's a lot of different messages for Sag. For some people, it could be a person who's coming in, like say a new person that you're dating, and the person is kind of saying that you're being defensive or you're not opening up emotionally, and, you know, you kind of snapping at them if they say things because it's triggering. But I feel like it's more or less they're going to say something to you, and this is a very specific message. Like if this is someone where you're just now dating someone, or Sagittarius know they're going through this right now, and this is someone who's going to come into your life in the near future, this person is going to say something to you that's going to hit you to your heart, like call you out, but not in a negative way, like not them being an asshole. It's like you're going to be doing something and they're going to call it what it is. Like, are you feeling vulnerable right now? And that's why you're doing that. And it's going to hit you to your heart. And that's going to be like the tower crumbling, where it's like, how dare you speak truth over my life, right? So for some of you is that. So for some of you, this is a past bad relationship you were in, a healing experience you're going through now, right? And this being something that's brought to your attention and giving you steps on how to move forward. For others of you, it's you being single and a new person you're dating now, or a person that's going to come in. But this person is going to, like, they're not going to judge you for it, because I feel like they're going to kind of see where you're at with it and be able to understand more or less because they've been there. And it's you going into this balanced state within the self. So back to my single people, if it's you going through this by yourself, is recognizing that making the necessary changes via your intuition and your laws of attraction, and allowing your spirit guides, angels, whatever, to guide you, right? Finding that balance within, and that balance within will manifest without, and that inadvertently draws a person in that has that same equal give and take that you have with yourself. Because I feel like that's what was lacking past tense. Man, I hope that makes sense. I don't know how y'all energy has me going so fast right now. It's probably like, hurry up, princess, say it before I click off. I'm listening. So, first one, express your love. This is for your person of interest. And that could have been for the Cars Watch or whatever. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Aw, and then make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Ain't that some stuff? I feel like Spirit is guiding this person. First card that they have, we have the Five of Chalices. Then we have, oh my God, the Eight of Swords. Oh, this is funny. This is very interesting. And then we have the Hermit and Reverse. This is so interesting. This changes the game. What's under y'all deck? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Man, okay, look. Action needs to be taken for this person. For your person of interest, it's something they're not doing that they need to do. But I'm seeing this in two different ways, though. Right? It's more or less like, okay, for your person of interest, it could very well be that, like let's say if a Sagittarius is dating someone, right? You're dating someone and every attempt that they've made to try to like break past your defenses is kind of thwarted off. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say this is for everyone, because this definitely is not like, oh, an ex that you had that's like a dick. You know what I mean? That's an asshole and is manipulative. Like, nah. This would be like something fairly new. You know what I mean? And this is a person who they've tried to make the effort. They've tried to express their love, but I think there's a miscommunication happening because there's a need to change one's focus. It's almost like you're speaking two different love languages, right? So it's kind of like how this person is trying to communicate their love to Sagittarius or vice versa, however it resonates. It's like Sagittarius isn't feeling it, right? And it's something that's consistently argued about, right? So it's almost like this person is kind of getting to a point to where they feel trapped. You know what I'm saying? And there's another narrative that's coming out of this as well. They're getting to a point to where they're starting to feel overwhelmed. Like no matter what it is that I do, nothing is working. You know what I'm saying? And then it's them starting to feel like it's just not going to work. It's like I try to not say the wrong thing, but it still ends up being the wrong thing. And it's like, I just want to show them that I care, but it's like they're not reciprocating. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like this person going like, almost within themselves to try to figure out what it is that they're doing wrong, per se. But I'm saying this for a very small number of people, because I know that could be easily misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? So with this person, and I think that's a small number of people, and that would be for the Sagittarius person that has been hurt in the past, right? And you're fully aware that this person is expressing their love. You're fully aware that they're making the effort, but it's just not in the way that you feel it should be. So it's kind of like if your verbal affirmations, your love language, and this person is acts of service, and it's like they go get your car washed in detail, they get your oil changed, you know, they hire a guy to mow your lawn, you know, they order the little, I don't know, those box meals that come to your house, but they don't ever say every day, like, I love you, I think you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're great, which would be verbal affirmations, that you're giving the person a hard time for it and making them feel like no matter what they do, it's never good enough, right? But I think that's a very small number of people. And I think whatever it is, it's kind of like it's linked to the vulnerability in the sense that because the guards are up, you can't see how the person is communicating love. You can see it, but you don't want to accept it because it's not coming in the method in which you would desire it to, if that's making sense, right? Now, for others of you, I feel that this person has withdrawn from you. So this is like another scenario. It's a person that's withdrawn from you, but it's something that doesn't have anything to do with you. So it's like either this person lost a job, something they put a lot of time, effort, and energy into didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like a project or something failed miserably. Or this person is just flat out stuck in the past. You know what I'm saying? And they're being emotionally unavailable to you, right? So it's them being so fixated. So kind of similar to how I was saying with Sagittarius up here with this person, they went through something in the past and now they're projecting that onto you, and there is a gap in between the two of you for that. And the whole message for them is that they need to make the effort and express their love, because this person would not be doing anything in that direction because they're so fixated on what it is that's going wrong in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Their disappointments, and they're kind of neglecting Sagittarius in the first place, you know? So it's more or less Sagittarius would be a, good Lord, sit that fell face down. Sagittarius would be attempting to connect with the person, but the other person is disconnected. You know what I'm saying? And listening to your intuition in the sense of if this is something you would want to keep investing into, if that makes sense. My throat just got dry. That must mean this person needs to speak the hell up. Dang, my throat just got like extra dry, because they all in their feelings. They done pulled back and stuff, but I don't feel like the reason why they did that has anything to do with Sagittarius, at least this group. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know, Sagittarius, you have the ability to kind of take a step back to decide if this is what you want. I mean, if you have communicated this with this person already. Yeah, this is somebody who is, they're working on something. I don't know what they doing. Like, this is somebody who's like, I don't want to say a workaholic, but it's something that they are very enthralled in right now. So, I mean, that could be for if you're dating or if you're in a couple. It's like, it's something happened in their life that they're very disappointed about. Something didn't go right. I don't know what, though. But it's like, they need to speak up and they need to do something, because if they don't do something, I feel like Sagittarius is going to peace out and look for something. Yeah, something real bad happened. Clarifying the Eight of Swords for your person of interest is the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Star in reverse clarifying the Five of Cups. It's like their hopes were lost. Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? Now I'm just being nosy and I'm wrong for that. And I feel this is kind of like people who are in couples. I don't know what the hell happened with this person, but it don't look good. Like, this person, something very bad happened in their life. Like, something I feel like kind of rocked this person to their core where they, like, have legit lost hope. I mean, they could have lost a loved one, you know? Wow. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Jeez Louise. Oh, I'm going to find out what this is about. So, for my other group of Sagittarius, man, it could very well be, all right, Saggy, I'm going to tell you. And I don't know if this is a divorce. It could be a divorce, too. Something fell apart. Like, maybe with this person, it's a lot of different scenarios that I'm getting, so y'all just gonna have to listen to the theme, because this is a lot of different scenarios. But something blew up in somebody's life, right? Whether that's, you know, if it's vice versa, whatever, right? And I feel like Sagittarius does not know that this is going on with this person, but it's almost, and I mean, and if this is Sagittarius, I don't know if your cross watcher would be watching me. So if you're a cross watcher that's watching for a Sagittarius and you know that you've been kind of pulling back, this is a heads up, because they gonna peace out on you. So I know you done been through some things. It's looking like it's, you know, shaking you to your core, making you question life and things of the sort. I understand that, but if you love this person, you might want to, you know, handle that, you know? But anyway, but the person, whoever this is at the bottom row, the person of interest position, something has gone awry, okay? This person is very much in their head. They're stuck. It's something that was lost. It's something about the past where their hopes were dashed, right? It's like they're stuck there and they can't come out of it. So this person is almost like in the depths of despair. You know what I'm saying? Like the person in here is in a bad place, right? But the thing is here, and I don't think that has anything to do with Sagittarius. Like, I don't feel like Sagittarius caused this. Like, this is something that's happening outside of Sagittarius. And I don't know if Sagittarius is even aware that this is going on with this person. Like, if this person just kind of pulled back or suddenly broke up with you, it's like it's something, and I mean, it could be depression, anxiety, it could be a myriad of different things. Burnout, but whatever it is, this person feels like their life is falling apart. You know what I'm saying? And they're isolating themselves. They're losing energy. Like, if this is, check on your people, okay? Because I don't like how this looks. I don't want this to be too long. So I'm going to have to look into this even more so in the extended reading. Just because I'm nosy and I want to know. But whether it's the person watching me or Sag, whatever the case may be, if this is somebody, Sagittarius, that you had a big blow up with and you haven't heard from them in a minute, please check on them. If it's a friend, family member, anyone that comes into your mind when you're hearing how this sounds, like if you know somebody who just lost their job, or, you know, I don't know, you broke up with somebody and you don't hear from them, whatever, check on your people, okay? Listen to your intuition in reference to that. If this is someone who just like lost their job and they're going through something, this is saying for them that they need to make the effort, because whatever it is that they were doing has taken them so far away from this relationship. They're not communicating it properly, or communicating their interest. They're not giving to the situation because they're so wrapped up in their situation. And that can be as minuscule as a person being emotionally unavailable because they lost a parent, they lost a job. That's like a mini depression that people go through, and that's something that Sagittarius would have to be understanding of, and vice versa. However this kind of falls, because this is a lot of different scenarios, dude. But whatever the case may be, whatever fell apart, it fell apart so better things can fall together. But I really do want to say that on this end, if this is somebody y'all are concerned about, please check on them, like for real, because I don't know what this is about. God, this is the 9 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Wishes not fulfilled. And this person is very upset about it. God, Jesus. I'm about to pull the dice of resonance for y'all, but Jesus, this is really bothering me. And then we got the 5 of Wands clarifying this. There's some type of fight. Something happened. Some type of blow up happened, dog. Something. And I don't know if this is between you and this person. Oh, Lord have mercy. We got the 7 of Swords in reverse, Jesus. Did somebody get found out, babe? Lord. Some truth came out and some stuff blew up. Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to do this in the extended, y'all, because this will fool around and be an hour long. So, anyway. Oh, I forgot to pull your oracle. Y'all need an oracle with all this. Oh, my God. What is happening, Sagittarius? Jesus. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. Penguin, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. That's relevant. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or workplace. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. I think all these cards that fell out are all these different Sagittarius people that I'm talking to. And it's what? 4, 5, 6, 7 of y'all. Okay? Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. This is every scenario. Thank you, Spirit, because I was all over the place. This is every scenario that I'm seeing here, dude. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Dog, that's everything. Woo, Lord have mercy. That's a lot going on, B. So, anywho, we're going to throw the Dice of Resonance. The Dice of Resonance is an art project that I created, a year ago? You know? Has the 12 zodiac signs, the roles a person can play in your life, whether they're a sun, moon, or rising, and then you have the ability to ask a yes or no question. So, if you want to do that, go ahead and pause me. I'm premiering this, so I don't know if you can actually pause me. I don't know if you can pause the premieres, but think of a question really, really quick. I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jazz hands. Okay, sorry. I'm very extra. So I'm going to toss them out, and however they resonate, they resonate. I have to be extra. So we have Aries. We have Sagittarius. We have question mark, which means that it can be an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, North Node, whatever. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. Sagittarius or Aries. And it's co-worker or boss. And the answer to your question is no. So Aries, Sagittarius, co-worker or boss. It could be sun, moon, rising, whatever, anywhere in the chart. And the answer to your question is no. So that has been your reading for April, Sagittarius. I am going to go over to Vimeo in the Lurkers Lounge, and we're going to continue to see what's going on here because this second row is very unsettling. Check on your people, okay? Even if you don't go over there, check on your people. That is enough. We could answer all these questions with y'all checking on your people. So if there's anybody that popped in your mind when you were listening to this, please check on your people. Utilize the numbers below. I love your freaking face. Deuces.